Hello, hello, hello. I hope I find everyone very, very well this month per usual. I would like to first give a big, huge shout out to all of the Sagittarians and Capricornians out there during this time for you guys' birthdays. Happy, happy birthday. I would like to also thank the individual who donated through the Amazon wishlist link located in the description box. The Sacred Earth's Oracle that we're using this month, they asked to keep their identity private. Thank you to you know who you are. So this month, guys, we're using the Sacred Earth Oracle here by Toni Carmichael and Leela Williams. And we are also using the Linestrider Tarot here. And this is by Siolo, Thompson. Okay, let's go ahead and say a prayer for the decks and we'll get started here. Father God, I open all channels of light, Lord. North, south, east, and west. Guardian angels of the four directions, high councils, who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, Father. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and or intended to be this month. Virgo, Virgo, Viggity, Viggity, Virgo. Ready? Here's your reading for December 2018. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, Virgo? So, in terms of traditional tarot, Virgo, we have the Moon card reversed, the King of Cups, the Lovers, Temperance reversed, the World, and you came up in your own reading, the Hermit card here. I have not seen the Oracle card here. It popped out face down. We're going to go ahead and flip it over at the end, Virgo, and see what else it adds to your reading this month. You maybe could be dealing with the Sagittarius for some of you, maybe possibly another Virgo, possibly for some of you a Gemini, or maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or maybe possibly a Pisces or a Cancer specifically. All right, Virgo, let's see. There's a couple notes here regarding when, as I was meditating on your energy. So, Virgo, when I'm shuffling out the cards and doing my little pre-meditative work before, I start to record, I usually ask, what is Virgo aware of, or any sign that I'm reading for? As I'm shuffling, I ask, what is Virgo aware of? And then I'll ask something like, after that, what is Virgo not aware of, for the reading? So when I asked, what is Virgo aware of, a message came through and said everything. They kind of said it like that, you know what I mean? So that's pretty interesting. And I also feel like at the same time, Virgo, what I was getting to was maybe you feel distracted this month a little bit. Okay, interesting. Oh, my guides just came through and said they're distracted from everything. Okay. So let's start, Virgo. Sorry about that. But okay, I'm a Virgo sun, so let's just get to started. All right, Virgo, let me tune into here and see what comes through for you. Virgo, there's something like you have become aware of. And it's almost as if you're like staving it off, or okay, this thing that you, person, place, or thing, whatever it is, that you've become aware of, you want to keep it to yourself now, or the factual evidence, or whatever it is that you have become aware of. You don't want to say it right now, or you don't want to admit it, you don't want to present it. And I'm feeling like, interesting, Virgo, it's like this person, place, or thing, whatever it may be, for you, you want it or they to not pick it up, or to not be cognizant of whatever it is that you have found out, or that or insight, whatever it is. You don't want this person, place, or thing to know that. So I'm feeling almost like you may be kind of extra nice during this time. Now, when I say that, I don't know. It can be, maybe for some of you, it's like in a manipulative manner, where it's kind of like you're acting or maybe being a certain way to maybe try and not convinced, but it's more of like you just don't want this individual, person, place, or thing to find out. So it's like you're kind of playing devil's advocate. Interesting, Virgo. That came through right now, and I wasn't even going to say that. Okay. And for others of you, I feel like you are, you're being a little bit extra nice right now to kind of, interesting, to kind of test out this individual to see if maybe, if it's coming on your end instead of their end or its end. So it's kind of like you're trying to study the matter here, where it's like you're trying to change your approach to see if the person, place, or thing reacts to you within the same manner, just to make sure that like it's not you who's acting a certain way and then this person, place, or thing is having a reaction to you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I feel like, you know, that's kind of some of the scenarios that I'm picking up here. There's something here that has to do with like your subconscious, Virgo, where you didn't think that this thing was going to come up for you. Interesting. There's a lack of like balance here as well. Something, okay, Virgo, okay. I'm gonna kind of jump on you a little bit, Virgo, right now, okay? I'm a little hard on you guys anyway, but it's okay. You guys can handle it. I know you can. I'm feeling for a lot of you here. You guys are, I'm trying to word this properly. It's almost as if an opportunity is being presented to you, or you see an opportunity to grab whatever it is, or however this opportunity, thing, scenario that is being presented to you. It has something to do with you making a decision about it. And it's kind of like they or it is waiting upon your decision in a sense here. And you kind of decided, Virgo, it's interesting I use that word. You kind of decided, Virgo, that you're going to make the decision when you're kind of ready. This is very, very subconscious, Virgo. Like to make the decision when you're ready, right? So it's kind of like you're going to make it when you're ready to make the best decision after you weigh out all the pros and cons here. Which is not necessarily the problem. Because you're really great at making decisions, Virgo. But what becomes somewhat of an issue or somewhat of a problem, Virgo, is during that intermittency of you making your decision or trying to come up with the best answer or decision, whatever it may be, is this. I'm going to say it like this, Virgo, just being brutally honest with you. Who do you think you are, Virgo, that someone's going to wait on your decision? You know? Because if the roles were reversed, you know, would you want to wait on someone else's decision to stave off or to hinder your progression or the progression of the situation? Because you're a very, I tell you every month, Virgo, you're a very progressive sign. And I know that certain decisions take some time, but every decision doesn't have to include like life or death. Like, my guides keep saying it's not that serious, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like to make a decision. And also, Virgo, not making a decision is making a decision as well. But I want to get back to when I told you, who do you think you are? It's in the form, Virgo, of why should someone wait on your decision? Like, it's a very self-righteous type of approach. And I know you're not probably aware of this, and I'm not beating you up like you are aware of it. I'm just saying, bringing it to your attention. Sometimes we don't realize or recognize that we're doing something unless it is being brought to our attention, you know? And given, Virgo, you know, you bring a lot of things to people's attention, and they're all great and they're all right, and you're usually always right. I'm not debating that, but I'm just saying, like, when we don't make a decision on time, or when we can't make a timely decision, and life presents us with those types of situations, we can't expect the person, place, or thing to wait on our decision, because what if the decision that you're going to make is no? Then they've waited that time. If they do decide to wait, they've waited that whole time and to hear a no. Because, you know, Virgo, think of it if the roles were reversed, you know? Would you want to wait on someone's timing or on their timing? And you would think the same thing. Well, what if they say no? You know, all of those things would come up, Virgo. But in me saying that. Interesting, okay. What just came through, Virgo, is sometimes when we stall time like that, this is very, very subconscious, okay? We stall time because we actually are afraid to take advantage of this offer, to whatever it is, to take advantage of it and to move forward. And through that time of waiting, Virgo, you're trying to psych yourself out in terms of taking it or whatever that is. You're going to take it or leave it, you know? Because if it was something, Virgo, that was like off the wall, you would immediately be like, no, of course not. Like, you know, you wouldn't take it. But the fact that it's not something that is not off the wall and it's something that maybe you are interested in, it takes you a little bit, Virgo, to muster up the courage and the self-confidence to actually ask yourself or to know if you're going to be successful at it. And you know, Virgo, you don't like to not be successful at something, because then you'll beat yourself up for not being successful at it. But if you're not successful at it, that's okay. It's fine. You learn something. Or you learn that field or that area of interest just, you know, maybe needs a little bit more work, and maybe it's not meant for you. But you'll never know if it's not meant for you if you don't take the offer or the venture or whatever it is and know and experience that it's not for you. And usually, Virgo, if something's being presented to you, whether you succeed or not, it's given to you as a spiritual lesson. I'm talking like this is divinely guided. And it brings me into my next point where Virgo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana, Virgo. And in me saying that, that's a lot, Virgo. That's a lot of cards here and one cup card. This is a lot of energy in terms of whenever I see the major arcana, more than likely, usually, Virgo, and this goes for any sign, any person, it's usually aspects of that person that I'm reading for, the person that wants the reading. It's about them. It's aspects of the self. Now, this can be or not really, but, you know, that's a lot going, this is a lot of the self. Making a decision and having to go back on it or go forward with it. Think about it, think about it, think about it. You're not really sure if you want to do it. You have to go into the dark cave to come up with the light to make the decision. Things are moving in your favor. There's a completion here waiting for you. But let's just keep this over here for a bit. But you're not sure about it because you're not sure if you want to do it, because you're not sure if it's going to throw your balance off. But it's going to throw your balance off if you don't do it, because you're going to beat yourself up if that opportunity ended up being viable, but someone else took it and then ended up gaining from it. And then the fact that you didn't take it, you're going to beat yourself up for being inept or being, I'm just going to put in quotes, being dumb for not taking it, because then that reinforces how inept you are. See what I mean, Virgo? It's the mind games that's going on with you internally. And I believe that that's why deception may have been indicated, but indicated by you, from you, you know? So I'm glad to see this is upright. If this was reversed, oh my God, I would have really been jumping on you guys. But it's upright, so I can see that you're trying to figure it out, you know? But it's divinely guided, Virgo. You know, these are great cards here. And you want to know something very interesting too, Virgo, was when I was shuffling out your guys' cards again, I forgot to say this, but Temperance popped out too when I was shuffling, you know, cards for your energy, and it popped out reverse. I was like, oh, okay. And then it popped out again, Virgo, right? When I was shuffling cards out. But the World card, upright, it popped out reverse again as I was really shuffling guys' cards out on camera. And the World card, it was stuck together, Virgo, like this. And I almost missed it. And as I'm shuffling out for the next card, I wasn't getting another card. One wasn't popping out. I was like, what the heck's going on? And then from the shadow right here, I was like, is that 2 cards? And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, it is. And it was the World card upright, which means that through your imbalance, Virgo, or feeling imbalanced, you're going to miss the opportunity, whatever that may be. And then I was like, okay, it's a little weird. So I'm shuffling out more cards, and then boom, your card pops out upright, the Hermit. I was like, you guys are crazy, meaning my spiritual team, and then I guess just the general energy for Virgo. So in me saying all of this, Virgo, whatever the situation scenario may be, and however it relates to your situation, whether you succeed or whether you don't, there's always a lesson in there because it was guided, it was given to you, divinely given to you. And also what I'm feeling here too, Virgo, is you're doing the back and forth thing where it's like, oh, I'm not really sure. Oh, I'm not really sure to make a decision because you're trying to subconsciously, as like a defense mechanism, hide your ineptitude. And I keep doing it in quotes because everything I put in quotes means it's not true. It's a construct of your mind that you make yourself believe, you know? All right, let's flip over the oracle card here and see what it comes out for you. Listen, okay. Let's see. Let's read it from the book, Virgo, and see what else it adds to your reading. And any, from looking at the card and seeing the card, whatever messages come to you intuitively, that's your own personal message from Spirit, okay? Okay, let's see what this says. All right, Virgo, so listen. You can talk yourself in circles, but remain unheard. At other times, you can be heard without uttering a word. The onus of understanding is on the listener. Love, care, and consideration are expressed by an attentive ear and a welcoming heart. Nice. Save your voice. You will learn more by listening. A truth needs to be heard. Sound existed long before the ability to perceive it. It was always there. Invisible, undetected, or merely left as low, deep waves of vibration. The universe loves you. Its messages is humming, pulsing, and vibrating all of creation. Love's undulation floats in empty space, waiting to be received. Extend your senses. Awaken to the message of the universe. All right, Virgo, here's something to think about, okay? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is there, does it make a sound? If it doesn't, it means the first 4.1 billion years on Earth happened in silence. That is how long it took for sound to be perceived. Sight, taste, touch, and scent were already well developed before the very earliest of ears were formed. The sense organ that receives sound is complicated. Hearing, it seems, was a difficult sense to master. Once life could move at will, being able to sense the approach of a predator, the distress of potential prey, or the call of a mate was extremely beneficial. For the human ear in the modern world, all manner of bips, beeps, ticks, talks, and sirens compete for our focus. We have the capacity to be taken to ecstasy by a symphony, but hearing and being heard can still be a tremendous challenge. Tone, pitch, tremolo, and words are just sounds in empty space until the moment they are heard. Interesting, Virgo. And I think that's really interesting how the book said listen, in terms of like, don't listen to, okay, I'm going to say it like this, but don't listen to yourself. Meaning, don't listen to the background chatter, Virgo. We've talked about the background chatter. You know, it's that background voice. It's that little voice in your head that tells you can't do it, that says you're dumb and that you're going to fail. And, you know, you do that a lot, Virgo, you know. But there's a reason for that. In terms of, there's an evolutionary reason for that background chatter, you know. Go to November's readings. Go to November's reading, the spiritual reading for November, and I explain it more there. I don't want to explain it again here, but check that out. I explain it there, and it makes a lot of sense. And I think that it correlates with this reading here for you a little bit. Whatever the case is, Virgo, you know, sometimes we must look around us for wisdom because we find wisdom in the most unlikely places all the time. All right, Virgo, that's what I'm getting for you for December 2018. If you'd like to book a personal reading for yourself, Virgo, check the description box below. There you'll find a link to everything there that you need regarding booking. Also, there's another link there too, Virgo, in the description box for the Amazon wishlist link. Go ahead and check that out. So you can obtain a really good reading for a really good price that fits your budget, you know? Trying to help you guys out there. And also, press the like button, Virgo, if this reading resonates with you. Feel free to comment, share, and to subscribe. Remember to tap the bell to turn it red so you guys are immediately notified of any new readings that are uploaded to our channel. And I think that's it, Virgo. All right, remember, Virgo, listen, for some reason, this is interesting. There's an, inside the eardrum, inside of it, it looks exactly like like this. It's crazy. Like a shell like that. It's called the cochlea. I think it's Cochlia. Don't quote me on the spelling, but it's cochlea. That's what they call it. And inside of their, Virgo, there's liquid in there, and there's also little tiny hairs that are there as well. And those hairs, they pick up sound and frequency. And depending upon how they vibrate is what we hear. Virgo, tones and everything is just, even my voice right now, there's just their tones. But those tones and those sounds, we attach meaning to them, which makes words, you know? That's why when we hear a different language that we never spoke before or we don't know, it doesn't make sense to us because there's not a meaning attached to that vibration. It just depends upon the type of vibration you're going to set and what you are going to gain from the vibration. All right, Virgo. All right, be good. And remember, listen this month, okay? And listen around you. Once again, Virgo, we find wisdom in the most unlikely places. All right, we'll see you.